Hello, welcome back. We have an exciting HRCYED update for you today. I have almost doubled my previous percentage that I was almost done. So I'm not going to tell you if we're going to save it for the end, but if you saw it last time, then it's almost doubled. Okay. I feel like me being down here kind of gets me out of the way. We're going to start with the things that did not fit. There are 6 things here that I have not been able to get to fit after I have started adding more things to the alphabet. So at the end of the last one, I was talking about the fact that instead of holding out for that one series to be the whole alphabet, since they're not even all the alphabet books in the series out. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I have been adding books to the alphabet in general. I have also finished a couple of things completely. So let's just start from the bottom this time and work our way up. For the book for every season, I still have not finished any, and I did just get Autumn out here beside me. My plan is that there are, let me see how many pages in this book, roughly 250. Yeah, because those are the author notes right there at 263. So we'll say there's 260 pages in this book. So I'm going to divide it up over the next 3 months. And for the second half of September, all of October, all of November, and the beginning of December, I'm going to be slowly making my way through this book. So I need to read the fall book when it is fall in my part of the world. And it is technically fall in about 9 days is when it starts. So I will do my math and add everything up. So the next time I check in, I should have started this book, but I won't be done with it. So that one's going to be a year-long process to do this one. The protagonist one, I was already finished with before we started. Reading a classic and its adaptation, that is happening this month in September. I just haven't finished them yet, so they're not up here. The Rainbow Challenge is almost done. I'm going to be reading The Reunion, which is my pink color, and Fred the Vampire Accountant, which is my white color. So that's going to fill that up and make that one completely done and I'm reading them in September as well. So I have planned for the crowdfunded book that I'm going to read The Sunlit Man, but I don't know when I'm going to do that. So that's not officially finished yet. For the genre challenge, that one is officially finished. I got all of the genres in here and got those done. Recipe in a book. I did read the recipe. I read the book before and I have a picture of the recipe on my phone. I still have not made it. I do not like to cook, so I need to do it. Anyway, finishing 3 books in 24 hours. I think I'm going to film that in October, film an actual vlog for it. And so that'll get done when I do that. And it doesn't matter about the 3 books. I'm thinking that I'm going to do, one of them has to be at least 300 pages. So I think I'll do one normal novel and then I'll read a novella or a graphic novel or something like that to finish out the other 2. A top 10 book the year you were born, The Thornbirds, is done. I finished it last month, and so that one is completely done as well. Then we have a new book that was read in the month it was released. So there will be 12 of them, and I have to take my time. This is also going to be one that's going to last the whole year. And I read a July and an August book, and I have the September book, but I have not read it yet, but I will be. And it's Somewhere Beyond the Sea by T.J. Klune. That's what I'll be reading. For the completed webcomic, I still haven't done that. And for the 5 SPIFBO non-finalists, if you saw my vlog, I ordered 5 of the SPIFBO non-finalists and I have the physical copy of their books here. So I'm really going to try to work on that over the next year. But again, I'm not going to try to rush myself to finish those. Then we get to my name and I have 2 left, an O and an I. And believe me, I looked through all these books down here, what are their names? Do they have a middle name? No, the O and the I do not work for any of those. Everything else is done in my name. We talked about before the local author bookstore and the indie author. I have Q's book for that, and then Sympathy for the Devil. I'm still working my way through Q's book, and it's a very good book when I sit down and read it. My problem is actually sitting down and reading it. The 5 lowest rated books on my TBR, I do have pictures of the titles of those, and maybe I just need to make a video about it, and then I'll actually read those and do that, so I'm not super concerned about it. Same thing with the Queer Rainbow. I actually had a few on here because some of these other books fell into this category, but I decided I wanted to move them for other books, and so now I have to find new books for those, which is totally fine. Heart Song by TJ Klune has ace representation, and Cattywampus has intersex, although there's more. I just think that's a really funny word. Anyway, some of them, there are more suggestions on the Discord group for books as well, so I will go get more over there when I'm wanting more of these books. 5 books set in other countries that are not US, UK, or Canada. Reading my books that I have saved on Goodreads is, I mean, I have so many fantasy and sci-fi books on there that half of the books that I read are not set anywhere on Earth. Like, they're not set in a place that is, I mean, I guess, you know what? If they're not US, UK, or Canada, it doesn't matter, right? You let me know. Does outer space books count? If they count, then I might be able to add, let me see. Are any of these outer space? That's Vermont. That's California. That is Chicago. That is not anywhere it doesn't say. That also is not anywhere it doesn't say. And that is Texas. So, never mind. I mean, Spy Family is set, I thought it was set somewhere in Asia. That might not be true. That's just what I thought it was. And then Best of Luck doesn't say where it's set. So, I guess we have that issue that I still need help with these. And it's not that I need help, because you guys are giving me options for them. I need to make sure I put them on a TBR, because right now I just go to Goodreads and I just find whatever's on Goodreads, and I don't look at where they're set or anything like that. And then I start reading it and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's set in California again. Like, so that seems to be a theme I'm having recently. 5 books from 5 small booktubers. That is also a future video. I have gotten 5 of my booktube friends to recommend a book for me, so I will be reading those books that they recommend. I am working on this 4+ book series. It has 7 books in it. Etiquette and Espionage by Gail Carriger. I'm ready. That's good, and I like it. 5 AuthorTuber books. I still only have 1 from Hala, Tower of Dogs, and so I have a lot of recommendations for other ones. If you guys have some, feel free to give them to me, and I will definitely go check them out. But I have some recommendations already. I just have to like get them together, find them, and then read them, which should also be a video, I think, maybe. And then our garage sale books, I don't have any of them. I even told my husband the other day, I was like, can you be on the lookout at Facebook Marketplace for books? If anybody has like a pile of books that they're selling, I would like to know about it. Then we have the 3 or more books on a blurb, and I'm reading Funny Story right now, which is an Emily Henry book, and she blurbed yours truly. And then I will be reading One Last Stop, not this month, but I have planned to read One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston for the 3rd blurb, and then I will be finished with that one. And then we have the alphabet. So, of course, there's an I still left since I have that issue. There's also an O, a P, a Q, an X, and a Z. And that's it. I, O, P, Q, X, and Z. Yes, I do have books that fit in these. I just have not read them yet. I have not gotten them out yet. So you can still recommend me books if the author's first, middle, or last name starts with one of these letters, or the first word of the book starts with one of these letters. Those are the rules. That's it. So this is what it looks like. 51% of the way finished. And everything on here that is in this green color is finished. So it doesn't look like very much of it over here is finished, but a lot of it is finished over here. So I've still got, I mean, it's going to move much slower now because things are going to take a lot longer to do in the certain way that I want to do them. So that is the update. I am both happy with how it looks and also about to get real sad because I think now it's just going to go very slowly as I try to finish all of these things. But the classic and the adaptation is going to get done this month, and finishing the rainbow will get done this month. So I will next month. I really like what people are doing, and I wish I would have thought about doing this at the beginning, but they put all of the bingo squares on pieces of paper or on a wheel, and they spun it, and that's what they're working on for the month, is whatever they drew out of their thing or spun on their wheel. And I think that's a very cool way to do it, but I can't. At this point, I cannot go back and do it that way, so I'm just going to keep doing it the way I am, and we'll see what happens. But I love the way it looks. I love that it's all coming together, and I think my didn't fit list is going to start getting bigger and bigger the longer I go through here. But for now, that's my update. Let me know how it's going for you guys. I know I have been reading so many books. Like it's bad. Like July and August and then September has just been so many books. October's going to slow down a tiny bit, and then November is going to slow down a lot. So we'll talk about that, what's going to be happening in November. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.